UW-Oshkosh is committed to providing the safest campus possible for our students, faculty, and staff. Sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence are not an acceptable part of our community. The victims and survivors of sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence, we believe you, and we are here to support your healing journey. In recognition that UW-Oshkosh is part of the greater Fox Valley community, and our students and staff have lives beyond campus boundaries, we are committed to partnering with community service providers like Christine Ann Domestic Abuse Services and Reach Counseling to work towards a violence-free community.
We challenge every member of our community to envision what it will look like when we end sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence at UW-Oshkosh and in the Fox Valley. In order for our community to be free of these forms of violence, we need to ensure that every member of our community feels that they belong in our community as their authentic self. We can accomplish this by listening to one another's unique experiences to build empathy, committing to reflecting on and reducing the biases that we have, and uniting to fiercely fight for a violence-free future for us all.
While our staff is committed to preventing sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence, we are also here to support victims and survivors when violence does occur. Our University Police Department completes regular training to improve their response to sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence, including training on trauma-informed care, implicit bias, and fair and impartial policing. All officers also complete SAFE training for LGBTQ+ inclusion. The UW-Oshkosh Police Department collaborates with the Fond du Lac and Menasha Police Departments to advocate for this same training to be completed by officers serving the UW-Oshkosh Access campuses. UW-Oshkosh is hiring a full-time Title IX coordinator to help ensure we are in compliance with system, state, and federal laws created to enhance campus safety. This additional staff member will join the Office of Equal Opportunity, Equity, and Affirmative Action and assist with efforts to prevent sexual and interpersonal violence on all three UW-Oshkosh campuses.
The Department of Intercollegiate Athletics recognizes that in order to realize our vision of a culture where student athletes are proud of UW-Oshkosh and have positive personal, social, and civic values that foster academic and athletic success, the campus and athletics environment need to be free from sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence. We value a diversity of people and culture and believe a diversity of ideas and values should be promoted, sustained, and respected in our campus community.
We have made great strides in our efforts to respond to and prevent sexual and interpersonal violence at UW-Oshkosh, and I wanted to highlight a few of those examples. In November 2018, UW-Oshkosh joined the Culture of Respect Collective. The collective is an ambitious 2-year program bringing together institutions of higher education dedicated to ending sexual violence. As part of the collective, we are undergoing a rigorous self-assessment process and targeted organizational change. Then in March 2019, UW-Oshkosh hired a full-time sexual and interpersonal violence prevention coordinator. Putting permanent university funds behind such a position communicates that we are serious about ending sexual and interpersonal violence. And lastly, in November 2019, UW-Oshkosh was awarded a $300,000 grant from the Department of Justice Office on Violence Against Women to further expand sexual and interpersonal violence prevention efforts. Through this grant, we were able to hire an additional staff member dedicated to improving our community related to sexual and interpersonal violence. Through these efforts and more, we have also identified opportunities for additional improvement and are committed to continuously developing prevention efforts in response to sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence.
Sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence should not be part of any person's higher education experience. The classroom should be reserved as a space to learn about effective strategies for ending violence throughout the world, not for experiencing it. Through research and educational initiatives, UW-Oshkosh students, faculty, and instructors leverage the power of education to raise awareness and implement change to end sexual, interpersonal, and racial violence.